Welcome back to JuiceLabs.
What's up, everybody? We're on episode 5 of Haunting on Hill House. I'm Clay.
I'm Juice.
I'm Corey.
And Jack's not here.
Jack's not here.
I was just waiting on a fourth person.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was weird to not hear Jack.
We really wanted to wait for him to watch the next episode, but it's been a week and he's sick.
Yeah.
And so he'll be back soon, but for now...
Unnaturally sick.
Yeah.
Maybe something
Bro.
Oh my god.
paranormal.
Oh, man.
Maybe he got a little too close to the truth.
It's possible.
Also, I've been reading some comments. Shirley is the name. I'm sorry I keep screwing that up. Cheryl, I keep calling her Cheryl. It's Shirley. They call her Cheryl for short. And I keep hearing that and saying Cheryl. It's Cheryl.
Cheryl. Just
My
sounds
bad.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Cheryl's a pretty cool character.
Yeah, we could just keep calling her Cheryl, too.
Yeah. All right, what happened last episode? We had Luke's story. We had, at the end, he says she's not, or...
Oh, yeah.
They said it's suicide, and then he said it's not suicide.
He felt the back of his neck and was like, nah, bro, it wasn't suicide. Which, what else could it be? Murder.
Mm-hmm.
She was murdered in cold blood, and he knows it because it's a twin thing.
And Theo saw something like that also when she touched her.
She did. She saw something. We don't
Oh,
know why
I
she
forgot
started
about that.
screaming.
I totally forgot about that.
And she knows.
And now we have episode 5, which is a great episode. It's called The Bent Neck Lady. Find out a lot of stuff this episode. That's why I wanted Jack to be here. But this is a good one, so.
We got those scumbags that live with them, the Dudleys.
The Dudleys.
Yeah.
Goddamn Dudley boys.
Yep.
Who in episode 4 we were calling out for their sketchiness.
Yeah.
You're saying they're ghosts.
Exposed.
Could be ghostly presences, apparitions, if you would.
I would.
Spirits,
I
specters,
To all that, I
Ghouls?
would.
ghouls, perhaps. You know what I was thinking is, whoever father. I haven't seen the guy Dudley at all.
He's the, we only see him when...
Well, I mean,
He gave him the key to the Red Room.
yeah, we only saw him outside. I thought. Was there
like
more
when
than
they
that?
get the... Remember when there's the, when they find the kittens? He's
Yeah,
there.
that's the only time I saw him. I mean,
Yeah.
because
It says, I've never seen any dogs.
It's like,
Yeah.
bullshit.
okay, yeah.
And then he's like, here's the key to the Red Room. You can go try it.
But we don't know too much about the Dudleys, other than they're creepy caretakers.
Other than that, they're definitely ghosts. Without a doubt.
All right.
Oh, and we'll be looking for the ghost in the background. There's ghosts in the background throughout this whole story.
I will
commented.
if it doesn't distract me.
Well, if you'd notice it. If you don't notice it, it's not a big deal. Let's go into episode 5.
Oh my God.
Sleep paralysis is actually more common than you think, but it's completely harmless. Do you drink coffee?
Yeah, are you
Some sparks going on here.
asking me if I want to get coffee?
It's
That's fine.
tell history section in your phone.
Oh.
Don't be.
No, I really
I
misread
was
that.
planning on waiting until the end of your visit to ask you out for coffee. But since you brought it up, yeah.
I mean, he honestly fell face first into
He
that one.
did.
They got married, and they're married, right?
They are.
Yeah.
That's true. I shouldn't give him credit for that.
No,
he just walked
He had
into
to
it.
just not blow it.
Damn, this episode's making me sad.
Well, we know it doesn't end well.
Yeah, that's why. I saw one of the ghosts that they were talking
Too much
about.
champagne, maybe.
Where?
The mom.
Ah. Eagle Eye.
Damn, I didn't even catch that, bro.
Yeah, we'll rewind after this.
Yeah.
I'll get the light.
Oh shit.
What the fuck, dude?
don't know. This might be a really bad dream.
Well, we've talked about this before. Arthur died of an aneurysm.
Never mind.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if you know,
Holy
then you
shit.
must also know that it was a random tragic event. Hill House.
His ghost can just give you aneurysms. He can, like, get choked and they can't even tell that in the autopsy.
Mrs. Dudley, look what I
Oh, God, here we go.
Yeah, that's the lady.
This is the room, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Clara.
Can I keep it?
Come with me right now.
Uh-oh.
You have a very, very important job.
I want it right on the wall. What happened?
Would you like to tell your sister what you did?
I didn't.
You didn't.
You can tell with your hand.
God, Theo's the key to cracking this whole place
Yeah.
open.
Why it matters. Pulling down this wallpaper anyway.
Is she next on some sort of list? Okay, never mind. That scared me.
Keep pulling down that wallpaper.
Yeah, I would tear that whole wall
Probably
down.
more. Maybe someone signed it.
Signed Ben Necklady, a.k.a. real name here.
Yeah.
Yeah. That Necklady is a graffiti artist.
I mean, the only other home place could be dead if she's there as a kid already.
I never realized how close come and home are
So we're
spelled
going to.
with each other.
Oh my God, you're right. Maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
It's a good place.
Oh yeah, it's
There are 5 letters between C and H, and there's 5 kids.
Yo, holy shit, dude.
Doesn't matter where you do it. Not easy when you change.
Keep pulling at that string.
See what
We should not pay attention to the rest of this and go down that path.
Yeah.
I just need one more favor. See, I owe that guy, but he doesn't know you.
You piece of shit.
So you want me?
Now it's
Do you want me to buy you heroin?
It's actually to get well. One nice time, just you believe me, right? I believed you. I always believed you.
It's kind of douchey to hold that over her head to try and get her to go out and buy heroin.
I've been having a really hard time too, and nobody wants to see it. You know.
I want to see it, okay? I want to see it. I get it. So, you help me get well, and then you can tell me all about it, okay?
Luke sucks right now.
Yeah.
This is why Shirley and Steve have no faith in him. Because they shit like this.
Nellie, I don't want to.
You said you hey, the fuck, Nellie. Anything? She says no. All right.
I can't live like this. Jesus, when was the last time you cleaned?
She's got to move to a new
I came
apartment.
out here to see my
Yeah,
sister. I thought we
100%.
would go to a museum.
Shouldn't
I thought
stay
we'd
there
go to
where
the
he
beach.
died.
I thought we might get drunk and fucking cry, but I didn't think I would be treated like a goddamn. I'm sorry.
Someone should be living with her.
Honestly,
Yeah,
no,
she
I
should
wish
not
we
be
could
living
there.
alone.
Yeah.
That's very
Moving
true.
back in.
She should not be living alone in the place where her husband died.
Not on a
Yeah.
boat tour.
Any other questions?
It's like,
Oh my god, that's not great. Why do you keep lying to these people?
Ooh, God,
she is exposing everybody.
Why did you charge these people
Damn.
$30 a head to sit here and listen to you talk about things that you don't believe?
I'm going to
I'm happy she did it.
ask you something.
I don't
and
mind
I
it.
need you to be honest with me.
Yes, I'm taking my meds.
The problem is that you haven't confronted your past. The house.
There's an excellent reason for that. You've never
Got the
been
root.
there.
Well, that's true. But see, neither of you, not for a long, long time. And I think that if you were to look at it
Oh,
today
boy.
after
Oh yeah, he's the fucking reason she went to the house.
I shouldn't have suggested this, though.
If these people communicated at all, too, I mean, they should really be saying that their sister is acting so erratically. Like, did Steve tell anyone that she did that?
They're all very judgmental.
Because you
of
would
each
think
other.
he would,
Yeah.
out of anger, he would mention what she did at his book thing, and then someone would say, hey, that is some irrational behavior from someone who lives alone and is widowed.
A lot of
Yeah.
judgmental
We should
behavior
probably
and
check
not a
more.
lot of cross, you know, like a lot of too many interactions that are like one-on-one and the other 3 siblings don't know what the hell's going on.
I just need you guys to camp out here for a little while. I have to
I have to go back to the house and get Mommy.
We're in the red room.
What?
We're in the red room.
They did it.
Tea party with Abigail and Mommy.
How? The red room's locked.
That wasn't Mommy.
Bro.
I don't think it's safe if she goes at night, even if ghosts aren't real in the show.
Yeah, it's just like there could be wild animals.
Squatters.
living in there.
Should
Homeless
certainly-
people.
A 26-year unsold house surely has squatters.
Yeah.
If I was homeless, that would be the first place I'd go.
This is a young
it's
woman.
a mansion.
Something lives in that thing.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's not safe alone.
Yeah. Especially at night. I mean, even you just trip over something. It could be broken glass, or
You want tetanus?
it could be
That's how you
asbestos.
get tetanus.
What about the asbestos? She could breathe that in. That's long-term damage.
Do you want to talk black mold for a second?
Oh, God.
The rain and that. Oh my God.
I'm big on squatters, man.
How are they doing these days? You know who I wish would write a book? Your dad.
Oh. Oh, all you fucks.
Bunch of jabronis, dude.
So,
Not into this lighting. Then again, this is Boston motel lighting.
Yeah, that's classic Boston motel lighting.
Still, nothing wrong, really.
Still pretty standard stuff.
Standard Boston motel lighting still. Oh, God.
Turn the lights on.
Bent neck lady's getting close.
Yes, she is.
I swear that happened to me at a motel outside of Quincy once.
She needs just a person with her.
Yep.
Yeah.
This whole family, someone should have taken on the responsibility of bringing her in to begin with.
Yeah.
Right when your husband dies.
Yeah.
It's like, well,
Oh, you're just
you know
gonna
what?
stay in that
You should
apartment?
stay in this. You know what? You're making rational decisions right now. Your brain's working fine. You're not on any medication normally. So, yeah, I think you're okay to fly.
The fuck
right.
kind of time loop shit is happening?
Yeah, she just stared up into space for 9 hours.
How are you gonna put this off, Nelly?
That therapist is a quack.
Yeah, he really put it all together, except
Except for the fact that he's
except
a
for the
quack.
fact that it's haunted, and she's not as crazy as she's kind of crazy, but she's not hallucinating.
You know, he shouldn't have told her to go back alone like that.
Oh, jeez.
And the therapist should have known. He gave her that advice about Steven, and she
Yeah.
went and, like, verbally assaulted him in front of, at his thing. And, like,
And-
he should have known that she'd do some more irrational shit. That therapist should have called somebody.
Can't put ideas in her brain.
And he knew she wasn't on her medication. I blame him.
She also said, which is a telltale sign that you're not taking your medication, is before he even asked, she said, "I'm taking my medication."
Dude, I blame him. He should have called somebody. He should have called the family. They would have taken it more seriously.
What kind of HIPAA laws would he be violating here? Yeah, I think you can still say, you just can't be specific. Unless you threaten her life, which he didn't specifically do.
She did not.
But he could still say something like, hey,
That's true. As patient, yeah.
I
fuck,
guess you're
there's
right.
no confidentiality.
Still, I don't even think he should have said.
It
said
seems
that-
irresponsible.
That was dumb.
That was super
I mean,
irresponsible.
he didn't tell
dude.
her to go to the house.
But he was.
But he made it clear, like, you
He's-
care about that house. You haven't even seen it. Like,
He did-
it's nothing.
He did everything but directly say, "Go to the house, check it out."
Yeah.
Where have you been?
Now that's a ghost.
I don't like this. Oof.
Oh boy, dude.
Uh-oh.
Big oof. Wow, that made it so much more uncomfortable that they showed that.
What the fuck? Welcome home?
We didn't put together that
Oh.
it could have been something
Oh,
before it.
I told you to rip down all this paper.
I'd have been ripping that paper right down, bro.
We said to pull it fucking down, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
I have something you can wear.
Now, that's the bent neck lady.
Mm-hmm.
I'm convinced of it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for everything I said.
I always should have believed you.
Thanks for believing in me, Nellie.
This is
Hi,
fucked.
gorgeous.
Yeah.
Hopefully this snaps her out of it a little bit. But it doesn't look like it.
Oh, heavenly day, heavenly day, heavenly day.
This is so sad.
This is really sad. And I'm really like uncomfortable watching it all. Because part of it's really nice.
Right?
Because she looks like she feels great.
So
And
like
she's-
it's like a weird bittersweet thing.
And she's felt so fucked up for so long that it must be really nice.
And the Dudleys are there.
Oh.
And some other.
Looks like my man with the hat.
Yeah.
Come along. We're going to have a tea party.
Bro,
That is Abby.
Don't go to that tea party.
But she loves tea parties.
I know.
Oh.
Them's the ropes.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Dude.
Nellie.
The fuck's Olivia?
That's the mom's name.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. It scared me. I was call her mom. That's why subtitles are spooky.
That's not a necklace. That's a noose.
That's good, dude. I wouldn't have guessed that, but yes.
That ghost is putting a noose on your neck. Dude, what the fuck?
It's time to wake up, sweetheart.
Oh my god.
Oh, yo, bro, that's such a gross shit. That is disgusting. Was she seeing her every time? Maybe she didn't know.
She is the bent neck lady? How the fuck does that even work? How does that work? What the fuck?
Hold on.
I think it's the next episode.
Oh, I don't want to see
Oh.
this.
Dude, what?
Now, hold on.
So the time traveling ghosts and she died.
You're.
I think it's more ghosts that don't really have a concept of time.
I can't. I thought. Are we all the bent neck lady? Is that what it means?
Do we all have our own bent neck lady?
Because she was the only one that actually saw the bent neck lady. I don't know if that's also a factor.
Wait,
She
so
was
then what's
seeing-
the ghost if she's the bent neck lady?
I thought it was.
Well,
Miss
her mom-
Dudley
her
was
m-
bent neck lady.
The ghost of her mom did give her the little nudge off the thing, so there is something in that house.
Yeah, the ghost of her mom absolutely put a noose around her neck and then pushed her off the ledge.
And did make her see all of the crazy shit that she was seeing.
I thought it was gonna be Miss
So
Dudley.
there's still something going on. It's just the bent neck lady is not the ultimate villain. The bent neck lady is Nell.
Is dead Nell. That's
dead Nell.
fucking wild.
We don't know that, do we? The bent neck lady's dead Nell.
Yeah, it
that's
just
that's
showed
what
it.
it was when she was.
She just every time that Nell saw the
Maybe
bent neck lady,
that's
she
just what
saw
Nell's
it.
seeing now.
Yeah.
She was seeing her this whole time, but she didn't know it
She
because it
was
was
seeing
dark.
Yeah, she didn't know
herself.
it. Yeah, I mean, she never saw bright up. It was always she's like a black silhouette the whole time.
The bent neck lady was Nell the whole goddamn time. No. Okay, the bent neck lady was. But that doesn't. Yeah, so the mom is still
Yeah,
the
there's
other
a
person
whole-
who's.
Yeah.
Probably Miss Dudley. I was thinking. I thought Miss Dudley was a bent neck lady though.
Yeah, we still know much about the Miss Dudley or a lot of other shit going on in the house, or why the fuck she's seeing all this crazy shit. I mean, the lights went on, she's seeing all these visualizations. Mom kind of give her the little shove off the edge.
Well, because that person is, they even said, as kids, they had a tea party with Abby, Luke, Nell, and then Mom, who isn't Mom. So it's still there's still a person.
Yeah.
She's just not Bent Neck Lady. Bent Neck Lady was Nell, which is kind of fucking nutty.
So it could be that Jacqueline lady.
There's also
they did bring up her.
It could be. I still think it's Miss Dudley only because she's the only.
And
she's just that size.
The guy in the hat that was following Luke around, and it turns around, and then it has like the face of his mom and stuff. So I mean, I'm saying there's some other stuff going on.
No, but you know what? If they had a dinner, if they had a tea party with Miss Dudley, they wouldn't say Mom. They would know it's Miss Dudley because they see her all the time. So I might be totally wrong.
Maybe the ghost's just a shapeshifter.
Ghosts don't really have to follow many rules, I think.
Yeah, maybe
they seem to not have rules.
Ed could just be everyone in the room at once somehow, or just give you visions and aneurysms.
That's true.
That's what it seems like this ghost does.
It's possible the aneurysm was just unlucky.
Now that's true. I didn't consider that.
In the cards.
Yeah, honestly, and like it's not like we would go, oh, what are the odds of the aneurysm that night? But I mean, how long have they been married? And it just kind of picks a night to where it happened.
And then she saw it because it went through and hit her in traumatic points in her life where she saw herself as Bent Neck Lady.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Plus, if you get those, like, she could have always had that, I don't know, kind of sort of cloud, see someone hanging.
Yeah.
She's always, like, thinks she's going to do that at some point.
I was actually going to say, at least she got to, like, make peace with everyone in her family and then dance with her deceased husband.
I was thinking
before she died. I was going to be like, oh, that was nice. But nah, she got pushed off and was just like, what the fuck? While she's hanging
Put on
dead.
a nice necklace that was actually a noose.
Yeah.
The worst part of that whole episode was just that they kept showing her neck bulge. Shit was really gross.
Yeah, that neck bulge was nasty.
I hated looking at that. It made me uncomfortable.
What the fuck, dude?
How did she never know that was herself she was seeing?
Well, because as a small child, you don't know what you're going to look like as you're an adult. And again, she just saw a silhouette in black.
Wow. That was some time loop shit happening. And we should have known with how much time loop shit had been happening.
Yeah, like the welcome home thing was like a time loop because that was from when they were fucking.
Mm-hmm. Even though who knows if that was there or not before. I guess there's no way to know because they didn't peel further. Even though that's immediately what we said.
Yeah, that was 100% what I would do.
Tear down all the wallpaper in the entire house.
If you see one name and then you peel a little bit more and there's more to the message, why would you not keep peeling?
Yeah. Like, what the fuck? Mm-hmm. And why wouldn't Kid Theo be like, Ma, get in here?
Well, she was in a bad mood.
Oh, yeah, she was having a
real
migraine.
mood.
Or her color storms, as they called it.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I did not like seeing that neck. This whole family stinks.
Yeah.
They grew apart and got very into their own shit, and they weren't looking out for each other like they were supposed to.
Definitely did not look out for each other.
Yeah.
The more and more I get into this show, the more I think that there are no ghosts in this. There's a lot of mental illness in this family. Like that whole thing could be explained without ghosts.
That's how Steve feels.
Steve might be right.
Yeah, it might just be a lot of mental illness.
No, I definitely think there's ghosts, but I mean, you could put together a case that all that's happened with Nell is very explainable with just her own head.
Yeah. Yep. And Luke was being a douche.
Yeah, Luke made me mad that episode.
Yeah.
What a fucking
That's
asshole.
what I'm saying. That's why when Shirley and Steve are giving him shit, and you're all like, being real assholes. I was like, you get to see more flashbacks of Luke when Luke was an addict piece of shit.
Yeah.
And like he deserves a lot of the shit he gets.
Yeah, I believe it.
He's cool now, and he was cool before then. But during that whole whatever 6-year gap of an addict, he's a real piece of shit.
Yeah, who would have known, dude? Heroin addicts aren't that fun to hang out with.
I've heard nothing but great things about heroin addicts, so this really took me by surprise.
I don't think anyone was there for Nell.
Nobody was
That made
there.
me so mad that Luke did that, just because of where she was specifically and like how much
What a
he's
selfish piece of shit. They're all so selfish.
Oh man, it just made me fucking mad the way he like held it over her head to get heroin, just so he could go in. It's like, bro, you're gonna be, if you like don't go to rehab, like literally don't go or go. But
Yeah.
it's like you're not gonna have it the next few fucking days.
Yeah, what does it matter if you get it now or not? There's literally no difference.
And then he's like, I'll talk to you. It's like, oh, cool, dudes. You can
Yeah.
fucking be in my car for the next 4 hours, slumped over in the passenger seat, chilling out.
And then even when Theo and Nell started yelling, like, Theo should have tried to, like, calm down and be like, all right, you just tried to press my hand onto the spot where your husband died. And that was
Clearly you're
fucked
not-
up, but
they
you
should-
are not well.
They should really be giving her a lot more leeway to do weird shit, considering her husband just died on her floor. Right there.
I would say even if Theo wants to fucking blow up, or even if Theo wants to blow up,
Don't
and
just
then they have
walk
that,
out and never come back.
or even have that conversation exactly like it happened, and follow up in 3 days.
Yeah.
How are you?
Be like,
Tensions
hey,
are high.
Yeah.
You're widowed and mentally ill, and my
Yeah.
sister.
Yeah, so I'm coming over there, and we're cleaning up
Honestly,
the
I
place,
think
and we're
they
moving out.
shouldn't have ever let her live there alone to begin with.
No.
At least in the same house. Like, they're making sure she goes to a therapist. Cool. It's like step 1 of like 8 you should be doing.
Yeah. And it sounds like Shirley doesn't even talk to Nell.
Yeah.
Based on what I saw. Like, all the only interaction Shirley had with Nell was, like, just hanging up the phone. Seems like Shirley doesn't even give a shit.
And you know what else?
And then Steve didn't do anything about it either.
Another thing about Luke, every time he goes through withdrawals, Nellie goes through withdrawals too. Because they're saying,
Yeah, they're like cat dog.
Yeah, they are like cat dog.
They're like cat dog.
And so, I mean, does she get the thrills of the heroin?
No, I don't think she does, and I was
Like,
thinking that
she
too.
just gets the
because,
negative?
Like, Luke
What a
wouldn't feel it when
chip.
she had sex.
That's
Right.
true. That's true.
That's true.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, where does the limit? How far does this go?
They only feel pain because I feel like that's a real ripoff.
Yeah.
It's. I wonder if it's only negative.
Yeah, you don't get a twin
He
nut.
said, what did he say when he broke his ankle? Like she called with like because her ankle was throbbing.
That's
or something?
true. There's no like
There's only
feelings
pain.
of joy.
Yeah.
There's not like, oh, I got married today. I feel great.
Was Luke feeling great on her wedding day, or was it just because he didn't seem like he was feeling great? He was
No.
very upset.
Because my first thought during the heroin withdrawal thing was like maybe in Luke's random drug use, like during the highs, she would get that out of nowhere, and that would like contribute to her like,
Ups and downs.
Well, her just not knowing what's up, and
Just
maybe
general
like
mania.
just
Yeah.
mania and psychosis and shit, because she doesn't know she's on drugs. But I don't think that would be it, because it's just like where would it be limited? I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just physical pain.
I mean, that's what it looks like.
Yeah. There's some supernatural shit happening here. Her being the bet neck lady in a way makes this show make more sense. Like that she's seeing this is more
Her own ghost.
her own problem. Yeah.
And like Luke has his own ghost.
Yeah, he's got his addiction and stuff following him around.
Steve and Shirley do not have their own ghosts.
No, Steve and Shirley both don't really believe in the ghosts at all because they never really had any direct experiences.
I got mixed feelings with Steve. I feel like I'm supposed to hate him. But I honestly, his book thing, I'm back and forth on. It's a huge problem if he didn't believe everyone and now he's using like their names and stories.
And then cut them out of the money.
I mean, I
But
think he
offered
Yeah.
them money.
Yeah.
But the fact that he is writing a book and moving on and doing something with this horrible thing that happened, I don't have a problem with. Like, he's making some money.
I think it's just that they, instead of being like, hey, here's the book, like, can I put it out? I just need you to say yes. He's like, hey, here's the book. I'm putting it out. Regardless, your stories are all in there. That's the way it is. If you're cool with that, I'll give you money. And if not, that is very sad.
Well, he shouldn't have even had to. I guess he should have asked, but what he should have done is changed their names and just used an author name, right? Why does he have to have his same last name?
That's true.
And pretend, just have it.
Although I think that probably contributed to how well the book did.
Have the house be a different
Being
location.
It was related to
this
Fuck,
is
you're
straight
right.
up,
the news
yeah,
stories.
I was there. These are my stories. Otherwise, you have to say it's fiction.
I mean, that lady even said when it showed flashback to Nell calling him, she was like, "I'd really like to have your dad write a book. Why don't they all just write their own books?"
That's true.
Yeah, you're right.
Like, he's doing his own thing. He's like trying to be successful and like create. So who gives a shit?
Why couldn't he just put out their stories, kind of the way he did, but then reconcile with them more and apologize for not believing them? Something along those lines.
Because he still doesn't believe them. Mm-hmm. He still thinks they're all just, mental illness.
Yeah, but he's selling it as it's real.
Yeah,
I get it. I just think there's some mid-ground somewhere.
Yeah.
I still think he's a dick for doing some of those things, but I also don't have a problem with him trying to make some money off this
Again,
horrible
this family
thing.
doesn't talk as much as they should. They don't try to work
Yeah, they
through
don't
shit.
communicate.
This
They just
every
yell at
problem
each
in
other.
this show could be
Bad
communication.
Yeah, just like don't immediately go to attacking each other and yelling and then storming out and not talking for months at a time.
Yeah.
Just like talk it out. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I guess the root cause of most of their arguments is I believe in ghosts, I do not believe in ghosts situation.
And I guess, like, as far as talking things out, their dad didn't tell them at all what happened
That's
that
true.
night.
Dad could have solved a lot
So
of this too.
that's probably part of what
Yeah.
they learned is, like, you don't talk about shit, you just keep it to yourself.
We haven't gotten into the dad at all yet. We'll get into him. Yeah, I think he has an episode coming up eventually.
I hope he does. That's where a lot of these problems are.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I thought
now all the kids have had their own episodes. The first 5 episodes were the 5 kids
Oh,
episodes.
and why was he covered in blood?
Or paint.
With some
Yeah, it's
yeah,
Or
you're right.
paint.
Yeah, where did that red paint come from? And he saw some shit.
Hey, all questions that will be answered.
She's like, yeah, I went back and I was dripped over a bucket of red paint and got on half of me. It was crazy.
It was funny when he walks up covered in red paint. Looks blood.
It looks like blood, but-
he looks like just dead.
Yeah.
And in the eyes, just like he's been through some shit. And then she's just like, "Is mom okay?"
yeah. It's like, nah,
No,
man.
believe it or not.
She's not. Not at all.
Mrs. Dudley said that that was Hazel's bed, who's a girl who lived there, which made more sense to me for Miss Dudley, or being maybe not being Clara, but being someone like Clara, because Clara was yelled through the horn of the person that lived in the bed.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought it was Miss Dudley's bed at first, but apparently it's not. It's that girl Hazel's.
And then all those random ghosts or people who were in when Nellie was dancing with Arthur. And
Yeah,
you
there was
guys
a
said,
couple
I didn't
background.
notice the dude with the hat.
Yeah,
The dude
but
in the
he
hat's
was
background. There was like a hippie guy in the
So-
background too.
I'm guessing those people were people living in the house.
probably a
Those
hill.
were the hills, probably.
Have they researched? That's what I was gonna ask. What have they done? Like research on the history of this house in the hills at all?
I mean,
Why not?
I think this was the late '80s, early '90s. So you're not dealing with internet. Because they said, what did he say? 92 was when they left the house or something.
Well, it's
I don't
normal
remember.
time now. Why don't they do it now?
I mean, they should now. Maybe they probably did for the book. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Right.
Steve should know more about this house than anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, how much can you research on the house really? All you know is like. who
Oh,
used to live
dude,
there.
in those ghost shows, they research a bunch of shit.
And they only know who was in the house.
Yeah, and they died from this, and then they
Yeah.
start doing talking.
Yeah.
And they press a recorder. And they're like,
That's
"Who's
true.
here?"
No one's gone there and yelled, "Who's here?"
Yeah, no one's yelled, "Who's here?" with the recorder. And then they would say some shit.
That's what Nellie should have done. Instead of just walking in blind. She had a recorder. Like, who's here?
And then when all her family members start talking to her, she shuts the recorder off, runs outside the house, and then plays it to hear if there's voices. And if there is, she fucking takes that to the police.
And if
Or
there's
at least
not,
to her family.
she has to go get sectioned.
Yeah, and she goes, "Wowee, I better go back to the therapist." But she wasn't thinking rationally at that point, not logically.
I'll tell you what's not rational is her. Is there a You want to hear this? Where are the police at when they find her body? That's what I want to know. Because, wait a minute. How did they all know she was dead? They all felt it, or at least
Yeah.
Luke felt it. But how did they know? Did they find her body?
I think the police found her.
Oh yeah, because we already have her body in autopsy. I'm done.
Yeah.
Okay, so on her dress that she was wearing, first of all,
Oh,
where was that
yeah.
dress? And
Yeah,
then
we
second
don't
of
know.
all,
That's true.
was she holding an iPhone when she walked into that house without electricity in the middle of the night and hung herself 3 things up? Where's her iPhone light in her pocket?
That's
She
true.
walked up there with no lights.
You just turn on the flashlight and boom.
Any detective worth his shit is gonna know this is a murder because she walked up. What, the 3rd goddamn flight? How many rooms in? No light anywhere?
Didn't she leave the
Pitch
phone
black?
in the car?
Pitch
she
black?
talked to the dad and then put it down.
That was a bad move.
So she just traced her steps and fucking got a noose? Who can tie a... She tied a
Yeah.
noose in the dark?
Yeah, right in the pitch black.
Well, maybe,
She
maybe
tied a
it
noose?
maybe it was a full moon.
Fuck.
Damn. Another wrench. another fucking wrench in the case.
Well, you're right, Clark.
I don't know.
Shit.
How much natural lighting can get into that room specifically? What about the room with the dress in it? Where'd you even get that dress?
The dress I can't tell you. Maybe it was in the drawers. I don't know.
Yeah, how much is your moon theory gonna cover all that? Was there a full moon that night?
I don't know, but the lighting was okay.
They need a moon
There
guy.
was a pretty-
they cut
there
back
was
to
a
the
pretty
lighting.
bright
When
moon.
she's dancing around, you can see her and there's no lights on. So the lighting must have been okay at least. A lot of windows in that house.
Damn it, there are.
Yeah, and a lot of ghosts.
A lot of ghosts.
In this video.
Alright, we'll be back for episode 6, Juice Labs.